Good morning, children. Welcome to MBM classes. Today, let us discuss one more important question in the chapter linear graph. Here, you are asked to draw the graph where a table is given based on simple interest sum. That is, deposit is given and the simple interest is given in the second column. So, the amount deposited are 1000, 2000, 3000, 4000 and 5000. And the interest you get for these amounts are 80, 160, 240, 320 and 400. Now first you have to draw the graph, linear graph based on the given information, and after drawing the graph, from the graph you have to find the interest on rupees 2500 for a year. Suppose if you are depositing 2500 in a year, you have to find the interest you are getting from the graph. Our second question, how much money would you deposit for getting the interest of rupees 2500 for a year? Here the amount deposit you have to find for the interest 2500. So now let us draw the graph first for the given information. So on the x-axis I am going to take the deposit, and on the y-axis I am going to take the simple interest, because simple interest is dependent on the deposit. So always you take deposit on the x-axis and the interest on the y-axis. So first what it is given, for the deposit of 1000 rupees you are getting an interest of 80. So for 1000 you are getting 80. So plot the point over here, that is the intersection point. As I said in the previous video, 1000 and 80 are intersecting at this point. Second one, for 2000 it is 160, and for 3000 it is 240, and for 4000 it is 320, and for 5000 it is 400. Now after drawing the graph, you join these points with a straight line, with a line. You may get a straight line or you may not get a straight line. So you have to draw the line by joining these points. After joining these points, what is the question asked? You check. Use the graph to find out the interest on rupees 2500 for a year. That is, you are depositing amount of 2500. For this amount you have to find the interest. So on deposit is on x-axis. So on x-axis you find out where is 2500. So here you write 2500 and find out the intersecting point of 2500 the graph on this straight line. So it is exactly, this is 2500. It is exactly intersecting at this point on this straight line, and this intersecting point is nothing but your interest. So how can we calculate the interest over here? You see the difference. It is a difference of 80 rupees, and this is exactly in the middle. So 160 plus 240 divided by 2. You have to add these 2 points. 240 plus 160 is 400. So 400 divided by 2 will be 200. So this interest is nothing but 200 rupees. Otherwise also you can add 80. 80 plus 80 is 160. Half of 80 is 40. So 160 plus 40 is also equal to 200. There are two methods to do. Either you add these two and divide by 2. Otherwise add 40 over to 160 rupees. So what is the interest you are getting? It is 200 rupees for the deposit of 2500. So here you mark the point and write, so that it is easy for you to answer the question. So this point is nothing but 2500 comma 160, so that you can easily answer this question. So whatever deposit is given in this way, from the graph you can find the interest. Second question is asked, how much money is deposited for an interest of rupees 2500 for a year? Here they are not asking it from the graph, they are asking you to calculate by a unitary method. So how to do this? From the graph you are able to see for 1000 rupees you are getting 80 rupees as interest. So you make two columns, one is interest, second one is deposit. For 80 rupees, if interest is 80 rupees, your deposit is 1000 rupees. From the graph you can see, if the deposit is 1000 rupees, your interest is 80 rupees. So I have made two columns, interest and deposit. If my interest is 80 rupees, my deposit is 1000 rupees. Here they are saying interest you should get. What is the interest they are asking? It is 2500. So it is X. You had learnt already direct proportion. It is a direct proportion. So X is equal to 2500 into 1000 upon 80. So after calculation I am getting the answer as 31250. That is 1250 multiplied by 25 is 31250. So now you can understand, if you are going to deposit 31,250 rupees, you will be getting the interest of 2,500. Since it's a bigger number, if your graph is big, you can plot this also in the graph and then see whether you are getting the right answer from the graph also. Otherwise, you can directly use the formula by direct proportion method and find out the answer. If the question is from use the graph, then you have to use the graph and find out the answer. If they are asking the question, you can use the formula method and find out the answer. Hope you understood how to find the interest when the deposit is given and how to find the deposit when the interest is given from this linear graph. Now let us move on to the next question. Here in this table, the side of the square is given in centimeter and the perimeter of the square is also given. Using these values, you have to plot the graph. After plotting, we have to find whether this graph is a linear graph. So when you join the points, if you are getting a straight line, you call it as a linear graph. So first let us plot these points in the graph. So first we have to plot 2, 8, second 3, 12, third 3.5, 14, next 5, 20, next 6, 24. That is on x-axis, the first coordinate always denotes the x-axis and the second coordinate always denotes the y-axis. This point you should always remember throughout this chapter. Whenever we are plotting the coordinates in the graph, always you should remember this point. First coordinate always refers the x-axis and the second coordinate always refers to the y-axis. So let us now plot these coordinates on the graph paper. So on the graph paper, first coordinate is 2, 8. So 2 on x-axis and 8 on y-axis. Second one 3, 12. So 3 on x-axis and 12 on y-axis. Third one 4, 3.5. 4 3.5. Third one is 3.5, 14. So 3.5 lies between 3 and 4. So you should be very careful in plotting this. So 3.5 and 14. So this is 3.5 and 14. Next one is 5, 20. 5 on x-axis and 20 on y-axis. Next 6, 24. 6 on x-axis and 24 on y-axis. So whatever points you are plotting, you write it over here. 2, 8 and this is 3, 12 and this is 3.5, 14 and this is 5, 20 and this is 6, 24. After plotting, you join all these points and see whether you are getting a straight line. You are getting a straight line, therefore it is a linear graph. So you write it over here as it is a linear graph. Also, don't forget to put the heading in the x-axis. That is, x-axis denotes the side of a square and the y-axis denotes the perimeter of a square. moving on to the next question. Draw the graph for the radius and the circumference of a circle from the below table. Here the radius of the circle is given as 7, 14, 21, 28 and the circumference of the circle is given as 244, 88, 142 and 176. So let us write the coordinates over here. 7, 44, 14, 88, 21, 142 and 28, 176. Also, after plotting the graph, from the graph we have to find the circumference of the circle when the radius is 42 units and at what radius will the circumference of the circle will be 220 units. In the first question we have to find the circumference of the circle from the graph, and in the second question we are asked to find the radius of the circle when the circumference is 220 units. So now let us plot the graph. So on x-axis I have taken the radius of the circle, that is 7, 14, 21, 28, 35, 42 etc. On the y-axis I am going to take the circumference of the circle, that is, as values are given, you know the formula for finding out the circumference of the circle, which is nothing but 2 pi r. The formula for finding the circumference of the circle is C is equal to 2 pi r. So using this formula I found the circumference of the circle as 44, 88, 42 etc. So I have taken the difference of 44 over here. Now let us plot. So when the radius is 7 centimeter, I got the circumference as 44 centimeter. Second, when the radius is 14, the circumference is 88. And when the radius is 21, the circumference is 142. And when the radius is 28, the circumference is 176. Now let us join these points. So it is a straight line, it's a linear graph. And the first question is, from this linear graph, you have to find the circumference of the circle when the radius is 42 centimeter. Here the radius is 42 centimeter. So it is intersecting at this point on this line graph. So let us join this and find out the circumference. So when the radius is 42 centimeter, my circumference is 264. So you can write this coordinates 42, 264. So when the radius is 42 centimeter, my circumference is 264. You mark this intersection point and write this coordinates. Also they are asking the second question, at what radius will the circumference of the circle be 220 units? Here the circumference of the circle is given as 220. So from here I am going to draw the perpendicular, that is straight line to this. So this is meeting at the line at this point. From again I will be dropping the perpendicular from this intersection point. So I came to know that my radius is 35 centimeter. So first answer is, when r is equal to 42, c is equal to 264 centimeter. Second one, when c is equal to 220 centimeter, r is equal to 35 centimeter. From the graph we are able to observe this intersection points. So this is 35, 220. All these coordinates you write 7, 44, 14, 88, 21, 142, and this is 28, 176. So whenever the question is asked from the graph, you have to show this intersection point so that it is very clear. From the graph you are getting these answers. Hope you understood how to plot the points in the graph and how to answer the questions according to the table and according to the graph you have plotted.